Good afternoon, everybody. So today we'll start with traveling salesman problem. So this is probably the last topic of our syllabus. Yesterday's lecture, we had actually uh, covered about how to solve your this any mathematical problem using or any optimization problem which has been formulated mathematically, how it can be solved or optimized using genetic algorithm. Since it was a solving my hand problem, so we could do it only one run. Otherwise, if you are computing it using an algorithm on a tool, it will definitely give us optimized value. So traveling salesman problem, as we know, it is a problem where we have to actually find the shortest route for a person on a salesman between the two cities. Okay, so we can just start with a, so we have to find the shortest n cities which are there. Okay, so we have to decide in what order they should be traveled, your cities should be traveled, so that the minimum time it is taken to uh, cover the entire set of cities which is there. Okay, so in this we have a set of cities which can be specified. So just so what on inputs we need to have before we start applying our GA. So that is nothing but set of n cities. This is not covered from any book, so it's better if you understand here only. Okay. Now let's say we have a matrix Dij, that is nothing but a distance matrix between any two cities I and J. So it is nothing but a distance matrix in which all the diagonal elements they should be 0. That is when I is equal to J, the elements they should be 0. Okay, so this is actually represented as starting from 1, 2. So we have n rows and we have n columns. Okay. So for the diagonal elements, it is going to be 0. Rest, it is going to give me the distance. Okay. So between the city 1 and city 2, what is the distance? Let's say it is 10 kilometers. So it would be same on both the sides. So similarly, between 2 and 3 and 1, it should be, let's say, 42. So we take a unit that can be kilometers, which is used to represent the distance between the two cities in the form of this matrix. Okay. So this is very important. So before we start solving, this is what the input we should be having. We should be having the number of cities which are there, and we should have the distance idea between these two cities. Okay. Once we have this, now first thing what we want is encoding to start applying our genetic algorithm. Okay. So we'll start with that. So for applying the genetic algorithms, I need first the encoding. So the first step in the application of this is I need to encode. Okay. So since it is the city number which is identifying in every city, we take the coding to be real encoding only. So binary won't work here. We take it to be the real encoding where each city is identified by a city number. Okay. So my any chromosome, that would be nothing but the identifier of the city. Okay. So it is up till n. Okay. So that would be the structure of any chromosome. After this, what we need to have is we need to have a fitness or a cost function. So let's say I have my cost or the objective function. This is one way I am taking up. Cost function can be varying according to whatever you choose and whatever is your criteria for minimizing. So I take the Manhattan distance between the two cities as the criteria. So if n is the number of cities with I varying from 1 to n minus 1, so for the pth city in question, this would be distance between the pth city and the, just a minute. So there is, make the notation a little simpler. So जो भी बड़ी pth city है, that is in question that, and its distance from the next city, that is okay, plus, so this will actually give me the overall length of the tour, क्योंकि हमें सिर्फ उन्हीं दो cities की बात नहीं करनी है बल्कि total कितनी cities cover होनी है सबकी बात करनी है. So I will take, so it is between N and the first city which is there. So that is where D is actually measuring nothing but the Manhattan distance, which is given to you in the form of the matrix. So that can be any kind of criteria you have chosen. Here it is Manhattan distance. When I say Manhattan distance, it is nothing but in the terms of x and y, you are going to take the under root of the square of the x and y coordinates. So Manhattan distance, it is nothing but this is what I have taken as the criteria as a measure of your. So this is whole square plus, and this whole is under root. Similarly, I have my y coordinates. So the direct distance measured in the terms of vertical and the horizontal steps only between any 2 points or any 2 cities, I can say. So that is your Manhattan distance. So this whole is under root. So this is your Manhattan distance. Okay. So we have taken this. So we want to minimize this. So this cost has to be minimized. Okay. So when I talk about my fitness function, just like yesterday I told you, because fitness को हम proportionality में लेते हैं तो fitness को हम हमेशा maximizing में ही करने की कोशिश करते हैं. आप minimum में भी कर सकते हो, but that becomes little difficult because then you will have to see, because अगर आप इसी को fitness ले रहे हो तो आपको इसको minimize करना है. When you have to minimize this, it means better fit individual will have the lower value of the fitness. So that is where it becomes a problem. So normally you take it as a function which has to be fitness, which has to be measure of the maximum fitness means better solution. So I take it 1 by L, that is the cost function, or I could have taken it as 1 by L1. अब इस केस में 0 तो नहीं होगा, but we take it 1 normally to ensure that it doesn't become 0. So in this case, it is not required. So I'm not considering this. I'm taking my fitness to be 1 by L, where L is this distance function which is considered, and it is nothing but an approximate measure of the entire tour which would be there. Okay. Now I decide by size of the population. So let the size of the, okay, हमने already number of cities N ले लिया है. So let by capital N denote by size of the population. Let that size be 4. Now see, otherwise आपने सब कुछ किया होगा, but the because you know that cost function is something individually you want to choose. Fitness is again a user defined criteria. Then why we are doing it? We are doing it because यहाँ पे crossover आपका बिल्कुल different हो जाएगा. We are going to learn a different type of crossover operation. आप 1 point crossover सीधा नहीं apply कर सकते जो आप करते थे. So that is why traveling salesman problem, which is said to be NP hard, can find a good solution, because the cities which are involved in the tour, they are very random in nature. That can change with each tour which is going to be there, and it is very difficult to ensure a deterministic solution to that. Okay, so GA is a very good technique which is able to solve this or optimize this problem. So let's now form the set of our initial population. So I will start with the initial population. So this is by initial population which I have to set. Okay. So let's say I take up my 4 members. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so I take by 4 members of my population to be. So my first, I am going to have, okay, number of cities मेरे यहाँ पे 10 लिमिट कर दिया, तो small n, that is the number of cities, we have taken it to be 10 here to limit our problem. So I am defining my n. So it is 9, 1, कोई भी रैंडम नंबर्स मैंने लेनी है अपनी पॉपुलेशन पे जहाँ पे एक सिटी नंबर हैज़ टू बी देयर ओनली वंस. So any city number, it cannot be repeated twice because we are going to plan a tour for a salesman so that he can traverse all the cities in the shortest possible time. तो यहाँ पे हमने मैनहट्टन डिस्टेंस लिया, आप टाइम बेस्ड कुछ क्राइटेरिया भी ले सकते थे, एनीथिंग. So cost function is actually the measure of the real situation which can take into account the time, let's say the average time which is there into distance, we could have taken that as a product. So anything we could have taken. So we are just taking it randomly. ये मैंने डायरेक्टली एक सिंपल सीरियल ऑर्डर भी ही ले लिया. I've just taken it because this is random, it could be any order. So this is actually my possible set of cities or the order in which I can travel the cities so as to spend less time or achieve my tour target in the minimum time. So when I randomly population define की है, which is actually one of the possible solutions. So 7 and 5 they're left. Okay. So इसके 10 cell each chromosome, which is also known as a genome, is consisting of 10 elements where each element is referred to as allele or a gene. This I have been repeating again and again. So you may get such kind of questions from here in your quiz. तो मतलब ये मैंने कोई भी 4 ले ली, ये मेरी इनिशियल पॉपुलेशन है. ठीक है, अब मेरा नेक्स्ट स्टेप विच इज गोइंग टू बी देयर इज दैट इज टू हैव द this selection operator. So next step which I am going to have is my selection operator. So हम इसमें again roulette wheel selection ही choose करेंगे. So first thing I need to have is I need to find the cost function for each. Then I need to find the fitness of each. Then I need to find the probability. Roulette wheel actually it is the most commonly used methods. Otherwise आप कोई भी use कर सकते हो. So I'm just going to use that. So here it is my member जो भी है. So P1. So you can अच्छा आपको values नहीं पता, मैंने assume किया कि मेरे पास distance matrix है. Distance matrix is nothing but measure of Manhattan distance between the two cities. So based on that I can compute my cost. So I'm just randomly taking the things. So let's say this is having the cost as 49, which is distance in kilometers. So this is The last is 88.8. I've taken the value, so that's why I've taking the same values up. We can assume it anything. So fitness is nothing but 120 divided by 49, which comes out to be 0.0002. So यहाँ पे हमारी जो फिटनेस है ये वैल्यूज बहुत कम आती है. So this is going to come around to 0.002, which is nearly 0. So I need to scale. So for scaling it, I scale it by 10. So fitness scaling एक आपने किया था. So we are using it here. So we are using the scaling. So अगर हम इसको scale करेंगे, it will come around to be 0.02. Similarly, this is going to be 0.18. Next is 0.023. I'm repeating it again. No, none of the book is covering it. So it is your responsibility to understand this lecture and do this. This is not going to be there in the books. And this is 0.001. अब हम इसकी probability calculate करते हैं, जिसके लिए मुझे sum of the fitness चाहिए. So sum of my scaled fitness values, it is actually nothing but 0.084 आएगा. So I can just use it. So I can calculate the values. Here probabilities you can calculate, and these come out to be, so it is nothing but 0.22 divided by 0.2 here. So 0.2 divided by 0.084, 0.02, sorry. And that comes out to be 0.23. Similarly, it is 0.22. Next is 0.417. And next is 0.13. सो ये प्रोबेबिलिटी है. वंस मेरे पास ये आ गया, मेरे पास एक वो आ जाएगा, आपका रॉलेट व्हील आ जाएगा. रॉलेट व्हील पे आप इसके प्रोपोर्शनल 23%, 22%, 41.7% एंड 13% उसको डिस्टेंस एलोकेट कर दोगे. randomly we'll spin the wheel. Every time we are going to repeat the spin procedure 4 times. Every time you are going to have your value, and depending on that we are going to have your meeting pool. Let's say your new devised pool which is going to be there, it has P2, P3, P1 and P2. So it will be 2 copies. So based on that, I can say that I am just assuming that by random spin you have given me, you can do it as we did in the last example and do that, because focus here is to do something which is exclusive to your this traveling salesman problem. So I can say that my new pool which is there is P1, P2, P3 and P2. So ये तीन hairs of P4 is getting removed based on my wallet wheel selection. So once I have it, now I'm ready to apply my crossover. Now what is the limitation of 1 point crossover? If I see the structure of any one individual which is there, I can take up any individual, or let's say I take the number of cities. So I can very clearly see that each city has to be present only once. I cannot repeat that city number. That is a limitation. So अगर मैं crossover simple 1 point crossover करती हूँ, let's say I take the point to be here, and there is another, I'm just taking a random example. I'll take it. Which number is not there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 हो गया 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's say अगर मैंने ये random point ले लिया अपना, okay, of crossover. It is a single point crossover. I take this. So if I swap any two, अच्छा equal है, हाँ they are equal. So I can easily swap them. But if you see, I will have 1 occurring twice, 10 occurring twice in this part. Uh, so there will be 6 is मतलब अगर ये part 6 it will be occurring twice here, 5 will be okay, 9 it will be occurring twice. So this will be a problem. So by number of cities, the restriction which we have to maintain, the number of city has to appear only once, that is not getting followed using this crossover. So this restricts the use of the normal crossover which we have been using or discussing in our lectures to be applied here. So this required is a new methods which could be applied here to such kind of problems. Okay. So for that, there were three different methods are there. Modified crossover is there, partially overlapped crossover is there, ordered crossover is there, cyclic crossover is there, but we are going to discuss only three which have been followed widely. बहुत सारी modifications over the time suggest की गई in the research papers, but we are going to discuss only the three: the cyclic, the partially overlapped crossover, and the last is ordered crossover. So इनकी भी further modifications they have been suggested over the time, they have been improvised, but we are going to take it in the basic form as they were originally suggested. So let's start with this first one, that is the cyclic crossover. I'll just take a example, then you please try to solve. See, what I will do is I will just give you one example of how it is done. You will try to solve it and tell me if it matches. So let's say I am going to take a different example which is not this members what we have been following, just to demonstrate. Let's say I have two parents which are x1 and x2. So x1 and x2, let your x1 be 1. I am going to take it simply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, and the other is 8, 5, 2. मैं आपको डेमोन्स्ट्रेट कर रही हूँ, एक्चुअली जो हमारी प्रॉब्लम है उसमें आप इसको यूज करके सॉल्व करके यू विल सी इफ योर आंसर इट इज मैचिंग व्हाट आई गेट. So let's say these are the two things. Okay, so in this case, how do we carry out the cyclic crossover? So to generate the two offsprings, I will actually first take my two offsprings and I will maintain their first elements from the both. So 1 and 8 they are going to be maintained. After that, see, now see what is first is having the first position occupied by 8 in the second parent. So this makes me to go to the position which is having 8 in my parent 1. So I will fix. Oh, so are you able to see my screen now? I know when it is all lost. Chalo, what can be done? So हमें दोबारा लिखना पड़ेगा 1 the other is 8 5. So this is my x1, this is my x2. So I have my two offsprings, O1 and O2. Okay. So first I'll copy the first element directly, start with the first element. Now if I see the first element corresponding to that, I have number 8 which is there. So in my parent 1, I will fix up the position of the number corresponding to 8. अब 8 के corresponding क्या है? 7. So this forces me to fix the value of 7. Okay. Similarly, इसमें भी ये वैल्यूज फिक्स हो रही हैं. अब 7 के करस्पॉन्डिंग क्या है? 4. सो 4 इज फिक्स्ड, इट मीन्स आई एम फिक्सिंग 4 है, मतलब ये एलिमेंट्स नहीं मूव कर सकते बिकॉज इनकी पोजीशन फिक्स हो गई है. और 4 के करस्पॉन्डिंग इट इज 1. सो हेयर माई साइकिल स्टॉप्स because 1 has already been fixed. So here my cycle stops. Now these positions which have been fixed in both, they are going to be fixed after this. Beyond that, all the rest of the positions which are there, they can be swapped between the two parents. So these 5 and 2, they can be swapped. 5 goes here, 2 comes here. Similarly, 3 goes here, comes here, sorry, and 2 goes there. Similarly, 5 and 3, they are exchanged. This is there. And here it is 6 and 6. So these are my new offsprings which are being generated by your cyclic procedure. So we go on fixing the positions. Now applying the same thing, you are going to perform the crossover between the parents P1 and P3. I hope they are in my population. Yes. So you are karoge and you will tell me what you are getting and we'll see if we are matching the answer. Okay. So we'll continue with this tomorrow in the next lecture, that is on Friday. And after this, be having only 2 more lectures. That is by next Wednesday. Hopefully, your entire syllabus should be completed. Okay. So I'll just take a note of the participants, Nipun, Shashwat, and Siddharth. Okay, fine. Thank you so much. That's all for today's lecture. I'm going to end up here. ये कल आप करोगे तब ताकि आपको एक बार समझ आ जाए, फिर इसकी लिमिटेशन मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी. Special case. Then we'll see how to do that. Okay. So thank you so much.
Okay.